Hello students, so this is part second. Here I will cover part second, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan of chapter 2 of your book. So students, as in previous video already I have told you that why we call these instruments as Shehnai. Okay, so now let us come on the next paragraph. The sound of Shehnai began to considered as an auspicious. Auspicious means promising to bring good fortune, promising to bring good omen. Or we can say we used to play the Shehnai instrument when we know that something special, something good is going to happen. Okay, and for this reason, this is the reason that still the Shehnai is played in temples, as we all can see, and it is an indispensable component. Indispensable component means without which a piece work or a good work cannot be done. And this is the reason that mostly in North Indian weddings we see that there some of the players used to play Shehnai, as that is of a symbol of good fortune, that is a symbol of good omen. Okay, in the past the Shehnai was the part of Naubat or the traditional ensemble of the 9 instruments found at the royal courts. So Naubat here, this word is we can say this is Urdu word. This means that traditional ensemble. It means considered here instruments considered as a group. It means the group where different kinds of instruments used to play, and the Shehnai was one of them that used to play, that people used to play at the royal court. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing the instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Means the one and only person who bring this instrument onto the stage, and from there most of the people of India and the other countries also, they came to know about Shehnai. They came to know about the melodious, the soft sound of this Shehnai when Ustad Bismillah Khan first played this Shehnai on stage. Okay, and this is the reason nowadays this instrument Shehnai is known as a classical instrument. Okay, so now come on the next paragraph. Here we will talk about Bismillah Khan that in detail. Okay. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumron in Bihar. So when he was 5 years old, he lives in Dumron, presently we known as Bihar, and there what he used to play? He used to play Gilli Danda near the pond. Okay, he would regularly go to nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weights 1.25 kg. So here when he was 5 years old, he used to play Gilli Danda, okay, and he would regularly go to Bihariji temple. As students, we know that Bismillah Khan, he was Muslim, but then also he used to go to temple in Bihariji temple, okay, and there he used to sing Bhojpuri. He used to sing Bhojpuri song that is known as Chaita, and at the end of that he gets the reward as 1.25 kg of that weights, the laddu that weights 1.25 kg, he get that as a reward. And who gave this regard to Bismillah Khan? Local Maharaja gave this. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. So what we came to know here, that when he was 5 years old, he get 1.25 kg of laddu as a reward when he used to play, when he used to recite this song in Bhojpuri Chaita. Okay, and after that, after 80 years, he got the highest civilian award of India, that is the Bharat Ratna. So In next paragraph, we will read about Bismillah Khan, Ustad Bismillah Khan, about his journey, that how and what he did to achieve this highest civilian award. So thank you for watching this video. Next part I will cover in next video.